Okay, I don't know how long our last video was. This is your poorly aging Sarcastic. I just killed a toad. This is your poorly aging Sarcastic PC Witty gamer right here, trying to establish a new YouTube channel. Yeah, I don't want to do that quest right now. And with your help, we will establish it. Now, for those of you that didn't watch the last video, there is a problem in that the enemies are not being hostile towards me. So, there's still enemies. I can still kill them. I'm not just being mean to them. They want to kill me, and of course they still target my my companions.
Need to do better than that. Oh well.
So, fighting them to save the lives of Lucian and Strongback and Inigo is also worth it.
Good riddance.
They've been good enough companions to me so far. We're pretty early on in our series with this particular player character, who is his name's KhajKeet. I did that because Lucian knows how to say some player names, and Keet is one of them. So I just thought, since there's KhajKeet in the game, and he can say the word Keet, what if I made up a new word, KhajKeet, and thus KhajKeet was born. Well, that's right. We were gonna... If all of our enemies are gone from the area, which I doubt, we would be able to fast travel somewhere else, which I doubt. Like, we can't fast travel to Morthal, but we can place our marker there. And then we can point towards that marker. You see why I like the water ball? It has a much better range than just the fire that I was using before. There's a puppy there. Yeah, I don't like people telling me I'd make a fine rug. That's racist. You never say that to a Nord. Nobody says to a Nord, you'd make a fine rug.
Is someone there?
I mean, I'm a protected minority. I am a cat person. in Skyrim, everybody knows Skyrim is the land of the Nords. I am a protected minority. Should not say things about making a rug out of me. That's a microaggression. Except you were slinging a great big old
Someone there?
sword at the time, so it wasn't a microaggression, it was an aggression. You did have nice looking clothes.
Riddance. Is there something I can do for you?
Yeah, I want to trade some things with you.
Thing.
Your clothes look terrible, so let's put you in a better uniform. First of all, we'll give you a sword, also known as a sword to some people. An ancient Nord bow. Now, how many arrows have I got? I will give you half my arrows. Well, almost half my arrows. Now let's see what you look like in. Now, I want to make this clear. This is faux fur, people. I don't want to hear from the PETA people. Yeah, you look much better, dude. Oh, I forgot to. I need to.
Be sure to put it to good use.
Yeah, I need to give you eyeglasses, dude. Everybody on our crew wears eyeglasses. Yeah, kind of helps make you look stupider. But, I mean, the thing is, we're all looking stupid together, so that's helpful, right? Now, where were we trying to go when we got... Oh, yeah, we were trying to go to Morthal. So, that is north of here. Oh, right through that mountain, in fact. Yeah, sure. No problem. Oh, that's how we got into this whole compound. Okay. Yeah, because the place we're trying to get is on the other side of there. Gotcha. This is starting to make sense now. Okay. Now, it says there's a shack over here, or a house. Up on the housetop the reindeer paws. Out falls drunken Santa Claus. Okay, yeah, I don't really know about Santa Claus. I'm a Jew. I know he doesn't come to our houses, so he's an anti-Semite. That's really all I know about Santa Claus. So there's a crabber's shanty.
Welcome to the crabber's shanty, my lord. We got fresh crabs.
I'm not the Lord. And I don't even eat.
Want crabs anywhere else.
Dude, first of all, this is a G-rated channel, so don't talk about even those anywhere else's. Second of all, I don't eat crabs. I do concur, though, the only good mud crab is a dead one.
Ah, but if they all die, then there won't be any more crabs to eat.
That'd be a good thing. Crabs are not
Crabber's
kosher.
Responsibility not to bite off more than he can chew.
What else are mud crabs good for besides food and alchemy? I would never say that. I don't think they're good for food.
Oh, they have lots of uses. A mud crab shell makes for a great shield, hard as iron. Of course, you might think that's odd, seeing as mud crabs are so weak.
It don't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheeks. Doesn't matter if Erland Greymane was a mud crab. Their shells are soft. I don't know what that means.
They can be soft as mud, but mud can be hard too. Unless you've never heard of mud bricks.
How long you fished this river?
As long as I can remember. Problem is, I don't just got the taste for mud crabs, but the memory of one too. But I was here yesterday and the day before. That much I know for sure.
Could you put on a shirt? You know, we have some sensitive viewers here on our channel. What channel, you ask? Oh, thanks for asking. It's the poorly aging, sarcastic, PC Witty Gamer YouTube channel. That's the channel. Do you do anything? What else do you do here besides hunt and fish?
We just sit here and look at the sky for signs. Some hunters say you can see shapes in the clouds or patterns in the stars. It's kind of like the old scryers who read the tea leaves. Sometimes they see the future. Most times they're just staring at a bunch of leaves.
Has anybody ever told you how boring you are in this game?
Messages from Kai telling us if heavy rains are coming. If the river rises, the crabs can wash downstream. That's a good day to be a crabber. Of course, a lot of strangers.
You're a crapper?
Downriver. Sometimes even folks like you and me.
I do tend to wash up on strange shores from time to time.
Ah, welcome to the guild. The other crabbers joke sometimes they found me in a net.
A net who? Funicello?
Born a mud crab, I reckon I wouldn't enjoy hunting my own kind. If anything, I was a slaughterfish in my previous life.
Are there no Christians in this game? Tell me more about mud crabs,
Well, they
said no
hide in the
one
mud,
ever.
which you know by the name, and ambush game and small birds that rest on their shell. Their pinchers can grow up to 2 feet long, and they're absolutely delicious.
They're not edible, okay? They are not kosher. I've heard the mud crabs of Cyrodiil don't hide in the mud.
Huh, is that so? Then how do they catch food? Those must be some tough mud crabs if they don't need the element of surprise.
What are you doing, you weirdo at my left-hand side? You certainly have a lot of enthusiasm for them.
Of course. It'd be strange of me to live in the crabber's shanty otherwise. Some say they're ugly and weak and the worst of the gods' creations. I wholeheartedly disagree. What's not to like? I tried disliking a mud crab once on a bet with my friend here, and well, that's 20 septims I'll never get back.
Did you lose your shirt in it too? Because, you know. Anyway, I'm tired of talking about mud crabs. I'm out of here. Okay. I thought it was going to get better with him. It doesn't. He's kind of single-minded. Maybe if you're into crabs, it's better, but purple cat, purple cat. I don't even know what you fought because they don't come after me. I guess it doesn't matter. We're off on the road to someplace I don't remember the name of. We're having the time of our life. There's 2 moons over us and we can see the stars. You'd think the moons would each have gravity and smash into each other hard. We're off on the road to someplace I can't remember. It's a bar. At the bar where I smoked my first guitar. Oh, you don't smoke guitars, dude. I think I probably heard way too much about well, there's a problem there. Magic weapons lose power with each successful hit, but can be recharged with filled soul gems. Okay, everybody, we lost some time and space here, and that means we're going to go by the crabber's shanty again. Please do not engage the guy in conversation. Oh, Morthal. We're off on the road straight to Morthal. We're having the time of our lives. This guy who talks about crabs will not shut his mouth. We met Inigo in Riften, which is far down the south. Oh, we're off on the road to Morthal. I can't make this song really work. Okay, this time let's not fall, you know, thousands of feet and stuff. Turns out that that could be fatal. Although I'm glad that the game reloaded my character. With some, you know, mod loads, it won't do that. Now, who are these critters that are just walking along? I don't trust just critters that are walking along. He's a novice necromancer. I could probably off him. Oh yeah, we gotta... Can you guys kill that bar? Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. Have you ever thought about that song? I mean, killed him a bar when he was only 3. What kind of parents did this guy have? I mean, they're in the cabin. There's a bear out in the front yard. And they're saying to their little kid, Davy Crockett, hey, go kill the bear for us. They're terrible parents. Wonder what he had to do when he was 4. I mean, he's killing a bear when he's only 3. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. I see Morthal in the distance, I think. Are you okay?
Blood! Need blood!
Rest forever.
Potion of cure disease. Well, I'm glad we got that. Vampire dust. I guess that means he was a vampire? Morthal discovered I don't have a song. Yes, I hear you calling, but I can't come home right now. Me and the boys are playing, and we just can't find the sound. Just a few more hours, and I'll be right home to you.
We've no need for wizards in our midst.
Well, too bad, because, well, I don't know if you'd call me a wizard, but I don't care what you'd call me. I throw a little magie around when I feel like it.
If you rearrange the letters of Morthal, it spells Falmor. Coincidence?
Another quiet day, I hope.
Yes, I hear you calling. Beth, what can I do? Do. Beth, what can I do? You ever thought about how these bands that are known for their, you know, riotous heavy metal rock and all of that end up having their hits with ballads? I know you feel so empty that our house just ain't a home. I'm always somewhere else, and you're always there alone. I mean, you know, Alice Cooper had hits that were ballads. Ballads. He wasn't a ballad kind of guy.
You are multi-talented.
And very good looking. Now with this stuff, I'm going to upgrade armor whether I want the upgraded armor or not. Why? Well, I could sell it, and my upgrading it gets me experience in smithing, and I want experience in smithing because this is a role-playing game, and in role-playing games you want experience. You want to level up. Up a blessing on your house, level up, and even Mickey Mouse levels up, levels up. Okay. Anvil, isn't that the name of a place in some other game? Okay, I want to make some more lockpicks. I get it, I can level up. Iron Wazi Wakizashi. Wakashi. Wakizashi. If I can't pronounce it, I definitely want one. Okay, they want me to level up 130, 130, 220. I should take it in smithing if I can. I can. I got it for smithing, that's why I wanted to take it in smithing. Now I've got new things I can make. That doesn't mean I have the parts to make them, but okay, so I just made 150 lockpicks. That could be enough for the rest of the game, I don't know. I just want to make things I can sell. And by the way, I want to be able to see, so. Okay. Wow, a curved sword.
Give you some room.
Curved swords. I heard about those from a guard once. What can we do in this town? Guardhouse. Guardhouse is a very, very, very guardhouse.
But it does sound a bit sinister, don't you think?
With two cats in the yard, life used to be so hard. Though somebody's hut. Okay, why was the door left unlocked? If nobody's here. I mean, I could just totally What the heck was that? Scared me. I guess we won't have to come back to go to this store if we just steal everything they have because they let us in the door while they were sleeping. I'm going to feel really bad if it turns out they're actually dead upstairs, that somebody's murdered them. Okay. It looks like when they accuse you of stealing something, they make the one that was stolen the one that's on the bottom of your pile. So if you try and get rid of the ones, you know, all the other ones, you'd have to get rid of everything of that item before you're not considered to have stolen ones of it. I hope I made sense with that. I probably didn't. Have I ever made sense? See, like here with the purple mountain flower, the one that's stolen would usually be on top because it'd be the last one I picked up. And everybody knows the stuff I stole from in here. But it doesn't matter how many of them I use, unless I use up all the ones I have. It'll still say, see? It'll still say that that I've got stolen ones. So it's shuffling them to the bottom. Now, you might ask yourself, why did he do that? And I will tell you why I did that. I did that because when we were setting the mod configuration menu, we had to tell it what it takes to join the Thieves Guild. So you have to steal 600 items to join the Thieves Guild. You have to have a sneak value of 100, and you have to have pickpocketed something like 60 people. So I saw this empty place and realized I could steal everything here and start working on my 600 stolen. I mean, I'm already working on my sneak. I don't think even in my 13,000 hours I've ever done the Thieves Guild in this game. So now let's look and see our general stats. Crime. We've stolen 126 items, so we're well on our way. It says we've assaulted 155 people, which isn't true. I'm innocent, I tell you. But that's not what we came to this town for. I can't see.
What is it, KhajKeet?
It is nice him calling us KhajKeet.
Everything all right? Need something?
Yeah, I need a bar.
Keep that magic away from me.
I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling. Werewolf tales are true.
Moorside Inn, that must be their bar.
It used to be a quiet place, but then the world used to make
Let me know if
sense.
there's anything I can help you with.
Skyrim
I got nothing but time these days.
Well, step up to the bar then. I can't reach you from when you stand back there.
Welcome to the Moorside. If you need anything, I'll be around.
I need you to cover your
Ain't much
chest.
to offer, but if you want a place dry to spend the night, I'll rent you a room.
Is there a story behind that burned down house and your uncovered chest?
Krogar's house? It burned down not too long ago. It's a real pity about his wife and kid. The screams woke half the town. Most folk won't go near it now for fear it's cursed.
Really, it's a G-rated channel. If you would cover up, you said you'd do anything for me. I'm asking you to cover up your chest, please. We want to keep our G rating on YouTube. You said you'd do anything. How did the fire start? Let's begin with that.
Krogar claims it was a hearth fire. Some folks say Krogar started it himself.
With his own wife and child inside?
That's what they say. See, he's living with Alva now. That started the day after the fire. It ain't right moving in with a new love the day after your kin die like that.
And of course they can't prove he murdered them.
Aye. Our Jarl would sure like to know if he did, though. Might even pay to find out.
Any news or rumors floating about?
Here, take a look at this.
If I bought you a shirt, would you wear it?
Here, take a look at this.
I don't want to look at it. Where can I learn more about Magi Eek?
You looking for Falion? Why don't you go bother those mages at their college in Winterhold and leave my brother alone?
I don't even know who your brother is. Is business in Morthal slow?
Slow? No, just ain't there at all. Few enough reasons to pass through Morthal.
Whoa.
before the war started.
Well, at least we're not.
Let's just say the front door doesn't get much use.
At least this way we don't have to worry about her not being properly covered. What's with the orc? Is it?
Fancy
Oh, I thought his name was
He
Mork.
pays, so I let him stay. If I had any customers, I'd be worried about him annoying them. But, well, look around.
Yeah, I thought his name was Mork. Mork the orc. I mean, that'd be funny, right? We're funny. I'm supposed to be funny. That's how we get people to this. What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
Let's see if I got anything you'll buy. Goat sliced cheese is the only thing I have that you would buy, and you'd only pay 1 for it. You people are the worst.
Until next time.
The Windhelm letters, I can't take it or it'd be stealing. You know me, I'd never steal from anybody.
Excuse me.
Don't do that.
What? It's simple practice. Nothing that hasn't been passed down for years.
What do they want help about?
Solitude, you know. A new face. Such a welcome sight. Don't fret over the gloom. There's nothing to fear. Old Lorbrook will brighten your spirits. Just lend him your ear.
What do you do around here?
Trained at the Bard's College
You're
in
kidding.
Solitude.
An orc bard?
Wanderers like you should think about applying.
I'm not paying him 100 septims to learn about music.
Fight well.
Whatever. Fight well, fight poorly, what do I care? This is pretty much a rather pedestrian, boring town to come to. And there's a book down there and I can't get to it. Maybe we could just go on to the next town. For one thing, why is it so well lit in the middle of the night?
Everything all right?
Not really. This town's too well lit in the middle of the night. Try and pay attention. Okay, so the next town would be east of here. Why a cat is swimming in water, I will never know. Everybody's got a hungry heart. Everybody's got a... Oy vey, I'm stuck. There we go. Nordic dwelling discovered. I believe this is Mirewatch or some such place. I won't be able to get into it because we made entry requirements for it. So now the book isn't telling the truth. It says just use a spell. But now you have to have like 350 magicka to do that. I don't know if I've ever had 350 magicka. So I'm pretty sure our spells will not get us in now. So we will read what we just picked up. I think that's Han over there. When the eye is doused in flames, the hair will light the way. I've heard that fool Sinnar say it over and over, breath stinking of ale as if it were a limerick. Given his dark hood, you might think it was a dangerous spell. But so long as no one's hair caught on fire or found imps in their cupboards, the words were harmless. Just the mad ramblings of a drunk. Of the inn patrons, only I bothered to humor him. We bound over a bottle of hunting brew and the bucket with which we had history. So when the elf bit the dust, it was only natural he left his things to me. Among them were countless pieces of junk, including full ownership of the bucket, and a spell tome written in some long-dead language. But as soon as I started cursing the old fool for willing me his trash, out slipped 2 items of value: a map and notes to a tower keep in the swamps. It was only after reading it that I realized his drunken words weren't part of any limerick. They were instructions. A way in. Now that I'm here, things are getting even more clear. The hair part still doesn't make a lick of sense, but the eye is the stone seal. That much I'm sure. Yet nothing I do seems to work. I've doused it in the fire from my torch. I've chopped kindling for hours and built a bonfire high enough to scorch the bloody moon. Still nothing. Maybe the seal can only be broken with magic. Well, if that drunken fool can learn to cast spells, so can I. I've got the bastard's tome. I just need to make sense of the words. But I better be quick. The fire seems to be attracting all sorts of creatures from the belly of this unholy marsh. Hopefully I can manage to survive long enough to discover whatever treasure lies within. Now, notice I am casting magic at it, but I did set it so that you have to have 350 magic to open it. So we're not getting that house anytime soon. And we might not ever, because this game started crashing all over the place last time once I killed the first dragon in it. That reminds me, we probably ought to go to Whiterun someday. Did we ever do the quest with that jester? I don't think we did. So we'd have to go to Whiterun to pick it up. But right now, I think after we hit up this cave, we're going to Winterhold, I think. I'm not sure. Have we been to Dawnstar? Maybe we're going to Dawnstar. I didn't try and go in. Okay, we're in somebody's lair now. I don't really like being in people's lairs. Any questions, Spider? I killed her because she's a person in a cave. I've never met a nice person in a cave in this game.
Well, seems like you have a bit of gold left in your pockets, don't you?
Who's talking?
Take this coin purse off your hands for you. Nice boots you got. Now, you just stay here with all your friends, and I...
Boring conversation anyway. Get ready to entertain guests. Okay, we took care of that. Is there anything else in this cave? This cave I didn't want to come into in the first place? It's an ancient demon vampire. Hey, companions, feel free to, you know, put arrows in it. Don't you love how my companions just stand there and let me do all the dirty work? Dude, that's not your throne.
I feel a bit woozy. You are a little worse for it.
Huh?
Fool lets himself get surrounded.
Now the question is, since she touched me, did she make me one of her? It doesn't look like it, okay.
Stay alert.
Anybody else need killing? Oh yeah, you're the chick I offed when we first came in here. Oh yeah, then we came in here, so I think the way out is beyond the chick. Oh yeah, remember all these wonderful spiders?
Vengeance. I am the night. I am minion.
Okay. Go east, life is wonderful. Go east. Life is tutorful. Go east. Life is threederful. Go east. I should tell you, I must confess, I don't know what the audience wants, and this isn't going to endear me to you, but I don't care what the audience wants. Like, seriously. I am so stubborn in my stubborn old age that I think I can create my own audience apart from what all of those people are doing that are popular. Right or wrong, I honestly believe that there are people out there that will want what I have to offer, even though I don't know of anybody that's doing what I'm doing. So raw gameplay footage, warts and all, the deaths in them, all of that, pretty much unedited. I would really have to be talked into it to edit. So I'm only going to edit if I get a large community together and they say, yeah, we want edited, highly polished, professional videos rather than more content, raw, just gameplay content of whatever you play. So you die in it. We get footage of you dying. You make a stupid decision in it. Rather than editing out your stupid decision and then redoing that part of the game, well, actually, acknowledging the stupid decision or lying and saying, I made this stupid decision for you guys to be funny or whatever. I mean, you see things like videos like, can you do the whole quest, the whole main quest of Skyrim using just a dirty knife or just a kitchen fork or something like that. And then they don't show all their work, so you don't know whether they did it or didn't do it. You have to take their word for it because they've cut out so much of the footage that would have to take place if they had done it. And I'm betting that there's people who want to see how a game is really played. If it takes 2 hours to walk from one end of the map to the other, I'm betting that there's somebody who wants to see me walk from one end of the map to the other while I talk about things that we all have on our minds from time to time, or maybe something that you've never thought about, but it has something to do with gaming. I don't want to be like the other guys, and I certainly don't want to get you to, not that I could get you to, but I certainly am not trying to get you to quit those other guys and subscribe to my channel. Yeah, I want you to subscribe to my channel if what I'm doing strikes a chord with you. If you go, I like his opinions, or I like how stupid he is, or I like how bad he is at playing these games.
Who's there? Are dead. Can I help you?
No,
Lead.
I want to loot the body. I like the games he's playing. Okay, that'd be a reason to subscribe. I like how he plays them. I like how he talks about them. Those would be reasons. And I admit, I'm desperate enough for viewers that I want you to subscribe whether I've struck a chord with you or not. But it makes more sense that you would subscribe if you feel there's a connection. I've already heard people say, well, if you don't show your face on camera, you'll never get subscribers. To those people I say, look, if you saw my face, you would not be glad about it. Be happy. It is a great blessing that you have not seen my face. Is all this gray stuff in the air supposed to be snow? Oh, more animals fighting. Oh, they're fighting a big white guy. Well, I could probably since he's not fighting me, and I'm not doing much damage to him, I could probably train my destruction spells for a long time on him. Unless my companions kill him off, of course. The thing with him is, he regenerates fast. So if you're not constantly hurting him, you're in trouble deep. Wake up, little Susie. Our destruction is at 38. Our speech is at 20. We should do more with speech. Okay, we're gonna try something else so that we can I'm gonna poison him. I figured if I poisoned him, he might not be able to regenerate as fast. So we might have a chance at killing him. Mainly, I just want the archery skill, because in the long run, it doesn't matter whether I poison him or not. But as you can see, he's got most of his health back, and I've been fighting him for several minutes now. He's got arrows sticking out of him. He looks at me, but he's not mad at me. But I just gave him a full dosage of my fire, and it took maybe 30% of his health, and he gets all of his health back before I get all my magicka back. So other than training, this is futile. Especially since I can easily just run away. But I'm going to go back to him. Because I do want to train. Where is he? Okay. I think Stanima. If I can do another speech, I'll do another speech. Yeah, okay, I can do another speech. Okay, I didn't think I was going to lose him. I lost him. Oh, there he is. Yeah, okay. I mean, he doesn't even hit me by accident. Now about half of his strength is gone. Guys, keep hitting him. Finally, I got him off his feet. Didn't do me any good other than I got rid of something they said was stolen. This is silly. If these companions were smarter, we could do a timed attack that would probably work. Yeah, just stand there and take it, dude. I'd say he's at about half right now, but he's gonna get it back while I have to recharge my magicka. Now he's at less than half. People, stay on him. We got some on him now. But again, he regenerates fast. Come on, guys, do something to this guy. His regeneration is outpacing my magicka by a long shot. Oh, I do know what I can do about it. I hadn't thought about it. I could take a potion of magicka. This is the second time I've had him off his feet. We got it, we got him. Wow. Well, that was fun. Now, of course, it'd be a lot funner if he was actually mad at me. But we'll get that fixed for future games. So, maybe I'm the eternal optimist. I think there's people out there, thousands, tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands, that are going to like my particular take on gaming, as opposed to the experts, as opposed to the people who really do a good job and put a lot of production into what they do and all that. They really do a good job. Like I said, I subscribe to a lot of gaming channels on YouTube. They're not doing what I do.
I hope you're not planning on picking my pocket.
So, I appreciate what they do, but I want to do something different than what they do. I think there's enough of them that do what they do.
Outside, coming through. It's a curse. It has to be. I've got to get out of this town.
Irgnir, get a hold of yourself. They're just dreams. Please tell her, Erandor.
Listen, need a room? Don't worry. Nightmares don't seem to happen for travelers.
Any news or rumors floating about?
Here, take a look at this for details.
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
Argonian blood wine. Is it made from real Argonian blood? Because that would be kind of gross. Sleeping tree sap. Health is increased by 100 points for 45 seconds. Wow, no wonder it's worth so much. I can sell you my wine. You're not paying much, but you will in the future. You only got 56 gold. That's another reason you're not paying much. But I'm not going to sell you my sleeping tree sap, although I probably should.
Until next time.
Over and over again. You think that's normal? It's evil, I tell you.
Dude, Inigo.
She has a point. You keep telling us no harm will follow these things, but they must.
What happened to Inigo's clothing?
Yours is mine.
Well, Inigo, I gave you a full set of clothing. What happened? That is weird. I don't know how you managed to look so dignified in that, Inigo, but you're doing a great job. Looking very dignified in your new outfit.
Let us get back to it.
We'll end these nightmares. In the meantime, all I ask is
Okay, so we made it to Dawnstar. Now, what I like to do in Dawnstar, open northern stolen goods. So let's sell some of our stolen goods. Dude,
What do you need?
I need to sell my stolen goods. There you are.
Good morning.
What do you got for sale?
Take a look.
I don't really care what you got for sale. I want to sell all of my junk. I sell one thing and he's out of gold. But now I got 3,847, so let's see if he's got anything I would want. I can always use soul gems, but I usually just get them off of the people I killify. I'll take a ring of sneaking. I'm assuming when I buy stuff that the money I spend on them, I'm just going to get back from the guy. Again, because, again, he's going to buy stuff from me. I'm assuming. I hope that is true. Let's test that theory. I really don't want to sell anything that is enchanted without seeing. I think I sold the wrong thing accidentally. Without seeing whether I can disenchant it first. So I got the 3,847 back. The mercenary armor would give me more armor. But he just doesn't really have much that I'm interested in. Okay, so
Divine sakes,
He's all right.
who do you think we're threatening with our old war wounds? We're not soldiers.
Ironbreaker mine is 3 times the worth of that quicksilver mine, and it's bad.
I want to go touch something on the map, and then we'll continue on probably to Winterhold. Although we might stop the video and make a new one. Like I said, I haven't been watching the time on any of these. I don't know how long they are, and I don't know what my viewers would consider optimal, and that's because nobody knows. Because my viewers haven't identified themselves yet. We have our hopes. At some point, I'll have to decide how much growth I have to get to make this worthwhile to me. Okay, I see the Shrine of Azura. I'm not sure if this is Serpentstone Island, so I'm gonna take a look-see. Okay, hopefully I can still be heard. I just had to use the cough button. I don't think this is Serpentstone Island. I think there's different things that look like it. Hella's Folly. So this is as good a place as any to
So Julian, is there anyone special waiting for you back home?
Of course. I mean, I hope they're not actually waiting for me per se, but I'm sure my parents will be glad to have me back.
I was not talking about your parents.
No? Then what do you mean?
I thought we were going to hear the conversation between Inigo and Lucian. That's why I didn't end the video when I was talking about ending the video. But then things took over, and so we are getting close to ending it, however. Let's talk to this freak. Wow, this one I'm working on, they recover fast. I never side with the Thalmor in this game anyway. Read more about the relics of the Crusader. Good idea. The Knights of the Nine by Caroline of Solitude. Few people now remember the Knights of the Nine, but in their time they were famous throughout Cyrodiil, indeed throughout the Empire. For a brief period, in the early days of the Septim Empire, their adventures were the talk of the land. But their renown, as with so much else, was swallowed up by the War of the Red Diamond. And today, even the location of their priory house has been lost to history. The Knights were founded by Sir Amiel Lannis in the 111th year of the Third Era, following his heroic turn in the War of the Isle, with the high purpose of recovering the legendary Crusaders' relics, the weapons and armor of Perennial Whitestrake, which have been lost for thousands of years. They were born out of the sense of optimism and ambition that characterized the first century of the Third Era. Well, don't we all know that? Tamriel was united and at peace for the first time in many centuries. Nothing was impossible. The fame of the Knights was established early on when Sir Amiel led them against the Wyrm of the Ellen Glen to recover the cuirass of the Crusader, which had not been seen since the First Era. Soon the greatest knights of the day were lining up to join the new order, and the Priory of the Nine in the West Weald of Cyrodiil became a magnet for the great and the good. The knights were the toast of the empire. When Berich Vindrel joined the order, the scion of one of the great noble families of Calovia, it was clear that the Knights of the Nine had become the Empire's most prestigious knightly order. In relatively short order, the Knights claimed 3 more relics, and their fame soared to new heights with each one. No one doubted that they would eventually succeed in their quest to recover all 8 relics. Sadly, this early promise of the Knights did not survive the ravages of the War of the Red Diamond, which tore apart the Empire beginning in the 121st year of the Third Era. At first, it seemed that Sir Amiel was able to keep his knights out of the war, but the very success of the knights undermined this, as many of the knights came from important families from across the Empire, which were lining up on either side of the bloody civil war. Sir Berich was apparently the first to leave the order to join the war on the side of Sepphoris, carrying the sword and greaves of the Crusader into battle with him. Many other knights seem to have left the order shortly after this, some joining the war on one side or the other. The end of the order was as ignominious as its beginning was glorious. Following the victory of Sepphoris in 127th year of the Third Era, Berich Vindrel, or is it Vlinderel? It's Vlinderel, sorry, became an important figure on the winning side. It seems likely that he was behind the imperial decree which officially dissolved the Knights of the Nine in the 131st year of the Third Era, although in truth this was little more than a formality. Despite Sir Amiel's best efforts, the order had never recovered from the bitterness of the Civil War. What happened to the various relics originally recovered by the Knights of the Nine? The sword and the greaves went with Sir Berich, but where he bestowed them is unknown. The gauntlets famously lie immovable on the floor of the chapel of Stendar in Coral, where Sir Casimir left them after his disgraceful murder of a beggar in the 139th year of the Third Era. The location of the cuirass is a mystery lost to history. Oh, that's a nice rhyme, but I don't think it was meant to be, so that's lousy writing. And I know a thing about lousy writing. The location of the cuirass is a mystery lost to history, along with the eventual fate of Sir Amiel, who was lost last. The location of the Karass is a mystery lost to history, along with the eventual fate of Sir Amiel, who was last reported living alone in the empty Priory of the Nine by a passing traveler in the 150th year of the Third Era. And so the Knights of the Nine faded away into history. Or rewrite history, DuckTales, woo! Yeah, I get it. You want us to find a bunch of stuff. The water looks good. Is it me, or have you ever noticed I don't sound like a cat? Now, I'm the first to admit I don't really know what a cat would sound like if a cat was human. But on the other hand, we have cats in this game that don't sound like me. What am I to make of this? I could, of course, install KhajKeet Speak, which I think is made to make my my speeches sound like they came from KhajKeet. I'm not sure how that works. Even my gasping for breath doesn't sound very KhajKeet-y to me. Oh, we passed the Shrine of Azura. We were going to go there. I think we have a quest to go there or something. From all the times.
How long have they stood here, I wonder?
Well, they're going to stand a little longer because we're going to go see the Shrine of Azura. Azura has seen our coming. And then Winterhold is on the other side of that. Wrong weapon. Oh, I missed getting there. Pelts. There's an ice wraith. Yeah, we overshot the Shrine of Azura by quite a bit. And there's some more ice wraiths. Okay. Azura, I'm coming. I don't know why I'm telling you this because you've seen my coming. I know because there's a dark elf that tells me about it. Oh. There's some way too big creature over there we probably should deal with. Oh, it's fighting some other creature? Or is it? Where's the big... Well, if that big bird thing isn't going to stick around, I'll go back to looking for the Shrine of Azura. Hoarfrost Grotto. Well, right now we're... Okay, we got to go all the way around again now to get to the Shrine of Azura. Keep your eyes open for insanely large birds.
Nameless existence is an end.
You don't have to make a speech every time, okay, dude? Oh, I think this is that insanely large bird. Which means that either died of old age or something, or somebody did bring it down. Okay. We'd like to visit the Shrine of Azura now, please. Now, spoiler alert, this won't stop people in the game from asking, have you seen that Shrine of Azura? Who is saying over here? I think it's rather disturbing that people think they can just say over here to me and I will run over to wherever they want me to be. Like I'm a servant to everybody.
Hey, Inigo, catch up. We don't have time for whatever it is you're doing.
Everybody's got an indigo. Everybody's got an indigo. Where's Indigo? It's about time.
Azura has seen your coming, traveler.
That's what I was telling these
Not
freaks.
Curiosity, but fate that has led you here.
No, Fat didn't leave me here. There was a big old idol on a mountain, and I thought, I want to see that idol before I die. Seen my coming? What do you mean?
Azura has given me the gift of foresight. I had a vision of you walking up the steps to this altar long before you were born. You have been chosen to be her champion. I know it is unexpected, but do not worry. It will all unfold as she has predicted.
Wait, she's given you the gift of foresight? That's so weird. Because my God has taken away the gift of foreskin. Yeah. It's called circumcision. You're not into circumcision jokes? Well, Lucian, it looks like we came a long way for nothing.
You must go to a fortress, endangered by water, yet untouched by it. Inside, you will find an elven mage who can turn the brightest star as black as night. It is cryptic, I know, but Azura's signs are never wrong. I believe the fortress may refer to Winterhold. Ask if they know this elven enchanter.
I'd like to know more about Azura.
She is the goddess of dawn and dusk.
She is not.
Azura sees into the twilight of the future.
Aren't there any Christians in this game other than me? Where did this shrine come from?
My people, the Dunmer, built it. We fled from Morrowind after Vardenfell erupted almost 200 years ago. Those of us who were faithful to Azura were given a vision that led us away from the island before the worst came. This shrine is our thanks to her, that none will forget that she watches over us all.
Are you all alone here?
Yes, there were others at first, but Azura's visions tested everyone's faith. One by one, they left, afraid to know the old future. But I refuse to abandon the shrine. The visions are a gift. Azura warns me of tragedy, war, death, before it happens. I won't leave her guidance.
You're really cute. Very easy on the eyes, but you got a few things against you, so I'm just going to leave. You're a different species, first of all, and you're a pagan. You're worshiping a false god. Yes.
This has all been foreseen, and we must pray.
Azura has seen your coming. Oh, that's right. We were gonna... See you, bye.